Hello and welcome to the 11th Blitz Album Party, where I play against you guys and we listen to a fun record. This one suggested to us by our friend Lupid on Twitch and on Lichess, and he recommended The Art of Loneliness by Adrian Belengue as a record that we might enjoy listening to while playing some Blitz. So yeah, for the next 40 minutes, something like that, we'll see how we get on. So, I haven't had any challenges so far, but they will come, I'm sure. So let's play some 3-0 against somebody here, and we'll see if we get any more any challenges as we go along. So I've been playing a lot of 5-0 lately, and my rating has shot up from about 22-20 to 23-40 in that time, which was most pleasing. And I think 5-0 does generally suit me better. Just I quite like the little pauses that you can have that you don't necessarily get in 3-0. You don't get the chance to have a good little think, which is part of what I like doing in a game. Anyway, what have we got here? We've got a... No, this position seems a bit raw, but we'll see how we get along. Opposite colour bishops, but I've got terrible pawns. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Suppose we just get our pieces out and see what happens. We can castle queenside. If he takes the queen, then my pawns are back to normal again. I think we're okay. If rook c1, I need to play king b8. Otherwise, I think we can just start going for his king. Let's keep going, yeah. Why not? Lined up all of our pieces to look at or near the king. C1 move has come, so we need to get out of the way of that. I wonder what's going to happen. Anyway, we've just recorded episode 22 of the Chess Pit, and really had a lot of fun recording it. I think it's a very good episode. Had loads of fun doing it. Right, now do I have something clever here? Or are we going to have to go with normal stuff? Can I take on g3 first before I move the knight? Do I want to move the knight? Can I take on f4? That's the next question. I don't think there's any need to be too clever here. If you're just joining us, hello, welcome. Please do challenge me. I need to queue up some challenges so that things can happen later on and I can play some of you guys. Please keep these challenges coming. Where's this guy from anyway? Stephen Adams from the USA. That's great. You may notice my rating's gone up a bit, which is always pleasing. The main secret has been playing a lot of 5-0 rather than 3-0. I've got some chances here. The endgame against a knight versus bishop, I think I've got a very decent chance. Can I do this? Can I just play? Or do I want to? I think I'm probably going to take this. And then we can work our king in. And in theory, our knight should be better than that bishop. But don't know. Very much in theory. It may not turn out to be that way in practice. It's plonking all my pawns on dark squares can't be the worst thing in the history of the world. I need to work my wall knight and somehow to... yeah. So our plan is c5, but maybe I need to get these pawns safe first before I try anything too expansive. So now b6 and c5 seems like a perfectly reasonable plan. Going after these queenside pawns, got 4 versus 3. Not much time, but hopefully enough time for something to happen here. And this pawn is getting very quick, isn't it? This pawn is getting very quick. Right, now what? Get time to play. I'm just going to have to give up this pawn and hope for something else to fall off the board. This way. We've got knight d4 in hand, or knight f4. I think we might just be flagging here, but it's not maybe the worst idea, is it? I was definitely going to try to get this pawn, but I don't think I need to let them. I mean, it's a bit ugly. Ugly way to win. Okay, I'll take it. Right, let's get some challenges. Hello to Lafid on Twitch. Very glad that you suggested this album. I've been listening to it a couple of times over the last few weeks. Please do give me a challenge, because that is the whole point of this stream. Please do give me a challenge. And then we can... I mean, I'm quite happy to do these as just playing 3-0 against random people, but much prefer it if I get some challenges from the community. Give it another 10 seconds, and then we'll start to... I might play again. The stream needs challenges. Anyway, so I suppose I should tell you a bit about episode 22. Here we go. We've got Mr. Chris Russell, who is from the podcast, and we have actually played 19 games on League Chess, and it's 9.5 each. What a life! Right, we talked a bit about the podcast about the French exchange, so I think I'll do that just to annoy him. We got some excellent. We got some friend Lafid has. I don't think we've played before on this stream, so that's good. Get some new people in. Anyway, we talked a little bit about the French exchange on the stream, on the podcast, which will be out on Friday morning, in reference to general shithousery by players, and apparently, well, Chris thought that playing the French exchange as white is a form of shithousery, insofar as it's just a drawing attempt, but I am going to try to win. Of course. I must admit, I haven't played the French exchange since I was about, I don't know, 8? I can't remember what I did. Maybe I just played 2 knight c3 or something for a long time, but I've definitely, it's been a long time since I played the exchange version of the French. And yeah, it isn't particularly a good way of doing things. Anyway, hope everyone's doing alright. We've just had the news today that pubs are going to reopen from something like July the 4th, so that's what, Saturday week? I'm not 100% convinced it's a good idea. I think there's still plenty of deaths in the UK still. I'm not sure it's very sensible, but I don't think I'm going to change my way of life too quickly, or certainly not going to start going and getting trashed in pubs just yet. Not that I would get trashed in pubs generally, of course. Apparently MVL has been trying the French exchange a lot recently, according to our friend Lafid. The pure MVL, the pure French exchange. Pure MVL, there's only one MVL. I've been playing the winner of French exchange for a long time. I think that's very, very reasonable. Right, what do I want to do here? This bishop takes h6 completely ludicrous. Let's pretend that it isn't. And then my plan here is just to take this one as well. Or am I just walking into bishop takes h3? And f3, queen takes. Oh, this is just horrible, isn't it? Am I just 2 pieces down for nothing? I think I might be. Oh dear. Have I got any tricks? That was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. I don't think I've got any tricks. Which is a shame. Right, okay. Never mind. Thank you for the game, Chris, who you can hear in episode 22 as well. Right, we'll finally get a game in against Mr. Lafid, who has suggested this album to us. And he's gonna get a Karo Khan in his face. I'm playing 3v2. Okay, right, 3+2. So I've got a bit more time to do stuff. What else did we talk about this week that you'll hear on Friday? We talked about loads of things. When chess has stopped play. We talked about we went into war, so chess during the war, the Second World War, and during the First World War a little bit, and actually during the Bosnian Wars as well. We did a bit on that. I think you're supposed to play a5 and a4 before you play h6 here. I can't remember why. Anyway, I think it might transpose. Maybe not. Okay. So I've been listening to this album a couple of times over the last few weeks since it was recommended to us by our opponent here, and it's this one is definitely my favourite track from it. I think it's called Days Pass, and it's yeah, it's good. I've just noticed that the Fid has given me a rated challenge, a bit naughty. These are casual challenges only. Never mind. It's not a big deal. All it means is that I have to actually think. It's a cop out. It means that this is no one gets arsy about losing racing points. It does not matter. I will do my best. If you're just joining us, welcome to Blitz Album Party number 11. You're listening to myself, Phil Makepeace, and also Adrian Berlinguer, his record, The Art of Loneliness. Please do queue up these challenges. This is a challenge-only stream. Okay, so not convinced about any of this. Don't think I've played this particularly well, yeah. Do something to White's pawn structure at the very least. I'm just going to struggle for any kind of king safety, aren't I? This isn't gone so well, and that's just castle and hope that something happens. This isn't gone well at all. Might have to be in. It's opposite colour bishops, so I suppose I've got some swindles, but it doesn't look like there's much, does there? I think the only thing I've got is that White's king side is a bit bare. Other than that, I don't know that we've got a whole lot here. Right, just got a castle and hope for the best. And then what? Probably get away with this. But we're going to be, material is level at the moment, but I think some of these pawns are going to drop. My H pawn is loose, my F pawn is loose, my king isn't. The A pawn is loose. All of these pieces aren't having much fun. Yeah, there's goes one. I guess we can defend the F pawn. Alright, we're still breathing, especially given it's opposite colour bishop. So if the queens come off, I've got some decent chances of holding. And there they go. So the queens have come off, and I've got a very, very good knight on d5, and I'm one pawn down. So this is, and that extra pawn of white's is a doubled pawn as well. So I've got some chances there. I don't think white had to. I don't think white had to take the queens off. I think that queen was doing a good job of annoying me on a7. Hope you're doing alright. Everybody get involved in the chat on Twitch. Get involved by sending me a challenge so you can be my next opponent on here. I mean, if I'm going to be cheap, I can be cheap, I guess, but I think I am legitimately aiming at g2 square. Here, and I can play f5 fairly soon, I suppose. Yeah, this is going a bit better. Going a bit better. Definitely didn't deserve to have any chances here. Maybe knight here, and then bishop c5 and bishop c6, and start looking at the... Oh, I've just completely missed that I lost the exchange there. Whoops. That was very careless. Should have taken the rook. That's it. Okay, we've still got vague chances here. I'm just missing so much tonight. I guess it is after 10 o'clock that is going to happen. Dear, oh dear. Why didn't I just take the rook? That's such a weird decision. That's such a weird decision. Anyway, white is not out of the woods on the flop either, so we've got some bits and pieces to worry them with. Got a good night. Anyway, where do we want our knight? Probably here, and then if you want, I can play e5. I can play e5 anyway. Guess we try to get the knight into e4. That's also a good square. Hugh of Hugh's Views from the podcast. Here we go. Right, so white's 2 pawns to the good, but the pawns on the queen side are completely fixed, and I've got this passed e pawn. This could be very close. Keep moving the king. And I'll just shove this e pawn up. This looks very promising. My e pawn might become very, very fast indeed. Indeed. Oh, this doesn't look much fun for our friend here. Right, have I got anything? Got lots of time to think about this. It's going to be a way of doing things. b5, come around that way. And then we just hoover off all of these b pawns. But we can, if the h pawn gets a bit... Yeah, one of these pawns is probably going to drop, you think. Maybe not. This is more annoying than I thought it would be. What's the best way of doing things here? I want my rook on the a file. So we should get it there. Yeah, this makes sense. 3, 2. Why, it's going to run out of time? Surely not. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, never mind. Let's see if our friend has gone offline. He doesn't want a rematch. Ah, boo. Right, I need another challenge. Guys, I know I can see there's a few of you out there viewing this, so I need some challenges from you. So, 3-0, 3-2 or 5-0, either of these. Also doing a simultaneous exhibition for the Chess Pit on July the 11th, which is a Saturday, probably in the afternoon. If any of you fancy playing myself in a simultaneous exhibition, join our team on Lichess. Come on, don't be shy, guys. There we go. We got another one. Another one from our friend Chris. And we've got black this time. Now he's going to go for his normal thing, I suspect it. Oh no, he's playing the 2 knights carry card. Chris, when did you start playing this? Right. Fortunately, actually no, I did know he was playing this. But yeah, the G3. Was that meant to be G4? I'm assuming that was supposed to be G4. He's proposed to take back, and I'm going to let him have it. There we go. Right. Hello to Yap Attack in the chat. Maybe we can play you later. Now I had this exact line last night. I played a 6-game series, or no, it was more than that. It was 8-game series against another Phil Hopkins, who's a Suffolk-based player. I won the series 6-2, but he was yeah, we had some good theoretical discussion in this line in particular, where yeah, I played Queen E2, and I think Bishop B4. Is this all theory? Because I don't know whether it is or not, but we had this 3 or 4 times, and I won possibly all of them. But this is awkward, isn't it? This is very awkward. Right, what do I need to do here? This is annoying. Okay, so H5 is coming. Can't play Bishop E4. Unless I can play Bishop E4 and then F6. Is this the way to do it? Is this the way to get out of my predicament? I blundered 2 pieces in the last game with Pro, Mr. Chris, so hopefully this also doesn't blunder 2 pieces, otherwise it's going to be most embarrassing. And then you got this, right, okay. Yeah, but I think for the exchange I get decent extra bishop here. Or if you got Queen E, takes E6 first, Knight E7. Yeah, okay. Gets a pawn as well, but I've still got the I get the C2 pawn or the C4 square for my knight, I think. Alright, I mean this is just very bad. Just blunt. So I've lost the exchange and the pawn. Mr. Yap Attack in the chat, why are you playing Bullet? That's not part of the training plan. Yap Attack is one of my students. If you like the cut of my jib, you can also be one of my students. If you don't like the cut of my jib, then you can still be one of my students. But generally, I think it's better to have a good personal relationship with the people I'm trying to tell how to play better. Alright, this is a weird position. So I'm the exchange down, and my extra bishop is complete garbage. But we can maybe get out of that. Alright, we've got some hope here. I just need to play a bit faster maybe. Oh, he's locking back in. We might have a challenge from Mr. Yap Attack soon. Isn't that fun for everybody? This is annoying. That's a pawn my bishop on d8, I think. Might not be the worst square for it. There's no good access points to the rook at the moment. And I've still got the c4 square for my knight. Let's try to make something happen. Just done nothing with my rook, which is a real shame. Can I do this? Is this plausible? And then this. Just trying to get my rook in. I think it's worth going for this position where I've got piece for a pawn instead. Oh, maybe that might put pay to all of my grand plans. Chris is playing way too fast for me as well, unfortunately. Okay, this isn't going to go well. Okay, we'll ship in the hand there, and we'll play our friend Mr. Lafid again. Okay. Right. Let's get. We're going to start. Probably time for 2 more games. So this one and the next one. Is our friend going to start the game? That's the next question. I'm not playing 2 games at once. Come on now. I mean, I don't really want to abort it because he's clearly not locked in. Alright, I'm going to abort this and then play another one because otherwise it's going to go on forever. Let's play Mr. Yapatak, and Lafid, you can play me again soon. We've got time for one more after this probably. Okay, 1 f4. Right, let's actually make. Oh, what should we do? Shall I play boring stuff? Let's play boring stuff and see what he does. Let's just go exchange heavy and play very kind of laboriously, not really doing anything. Let's try this tack. And then we put our queen on the c7 square and we do it this way. And then we castle queenside. Right, now I'm done with boring play. Let's actually do something to e5. That seems like something black should be trying to do in this line. All my pawns are pointing in that direction. Okay, now, do I want to exchange that bishop on f3? Is that directed to me, or is the knight going to just come in with tempo? I think that knight might be a good piece if I let it become one, so I'm going to stop it and play d4 and just close the position down a bit. Try to gain some space in the centre so that any potential attacks that I can do can be more easily done. Lafid, thank you for challenging me again. Can you make it a casual challenge, please? Then I will accept you next time. Right, what now? That knight's come to life anyway, hasn't it? Which is annoying. Let's get something going. If you're just joining us, welcome to Blitz Album Party number 11. We're listening to Adrian Berenguer, his album The Art of Loneliness. And I am fresh off the decks recording episode 22 of The Chess Pit, and we had a lot of fun doing it this week. I think it's a really, really good episode. It just flowed, you know when it's good. So the conversation just flows normally without having to shoehorn anything in. Okay, this is an interesting position where those pawns on d4 and c5 are just completely immune from anything because the b and double c pawns. But equally, White has the bishop pair. If he can get his dark square bishop going, then he's got a shot. Sorry, his light square bishop going, because that's the extra bishop. So maybe e5 at some point is on the cards to try to do that. But I'm going to try to. I mean, he can play e5 whenever he wants, really. Maybe I should stop that. Maybe I should play queen e5. Yeah. Let's stop that. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems probably later on. Yeah. Can't be bad to threaten mate, can it? Can't be bad. As long as you can't get mated immediately, it's probably never a bad thing. Less clear what I'm going to do if he plays bishop g2 here, because that would unleash a discovered attack on my knight. Oh, bishop g2, I've got knight g4 maybe, but then queen takes f7 threatens queen b7, mate, so maybe I'd need to play... Yeah, here we go, bishop e2. I think I probably just need to put... Oh no. Alright, fair enough. I guess I have to play with f6, but our queen f5 does get rid of the queens, which is extremely awkward. Yeah. Yap Attack is playing a very good game. Do I have any way of doing anything less? This isn't going very well at all. White is I've just been outplayed here completely. This is good stuff from our friend. Well, I didn't even see that. That's completely ludicrous. I'm just spaffing the piece. Yes, we are. I suppose we should throw another one in there and try and flag. Oh, the clock is part of the game, I guess. This has gone horribly, horribly wrong. Oh, blimey. No. I might just do the gentlemanly thing very quickly, very soon here, because I'm going to get mated if I don't do something soon. Do I have anything at all? Any tricks? Probably not. This is very, very dirty. That's really hard luck. I got completely outplayed there. Very, very happy to admit that. Yeah, hard luck, Chris. That was a very good, well played game. Kishan Patney in the chat is asking what we're listening to. I think if he's watching the stream, you should be able to see. On the top left there, we are listening to Adrian Baringay, The Art of Loneliness. Right, what did we have last time? Oh, did I play black against our friend? I think I did. Right, we have a Sicilian. Let's play some proper chess. I'm not sure that was a choke, Mr. Yap. I think that you just... Maybe, well, it doesn't say much for your bullet, I suppose, if I managed to flag you, but... Yeah, that was a really well played game by you. Do not worry whatsoever about the ending of it. So completely outplayed. This is quite a dramatic tune, isn't it? I suppose I should be chipping along with it, making it sound more dramatic than it perhaps is. Alright, Kishan has given us a challenge for after this one, which is good news. Keep the challenges coming, keep queuing them up. I think nominally I was going to end this at 10:30, but we can continue. We can continue until the challenges dry up. Very happy to continue. I think this album's got another... It's probably got another half an hour in it. Okay, I'm going to My bishop on e3 is doing absolutely nothing, so I'm going to redeploy that guy. Let's start redeploying our pieces, getting them to actually work for me, because they've done very little so far. I think if pawn takes, well, knight takes, yeah, we just ship the bishop in there, exchange these guys, and then what? Knight c3 looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? So I guess we should stop that by playing queen to d2. Now I need to work on just a couple of weaknesses here for black. The pawn on c5 doesn't look particularly happy. Likewise, the pawn on a6. There might be some future things against that. Yes, this is very dramatic music. This album was suggested by my opponent in this game. And yeah, if you're watching this and think I know a good album that would suit this stream, or just suit chess playing in general, please put it in the chat. And I queue up suggestions for next time. Okay, so these pawns just look very weird. I know the knight d4 is coming at some point, but I'm not sure I believe this. If my knight just sits on e3 and it can go to c4, and we might be able to go to d1 and start attacking that pawn. Okay, so it's probably a good idea to hoover this guy off, because these pawns will just start square targets now. Mr. Patney, are you talking about the Caro-Kann? Because yes, I've played the Caro-Kann for 20 years. Made a very brief dabble into playing the Sicilian early this year, and did okay with it, but yeah, I don't think it really suits my style. Bit too aggro. But this is the arena if you wish to try out some openings. In fact, if you wish to see me play a particular opening, please do put it in the chat as well. I would always do my best to listen to people's ridiculous suggestions when it comes to openings to play on these streams. So I need to find a different job for this knight. I guess I can come to c3 via b1. It looks ugly, but it probably is quite good. Actually, b5 as well is on the cards, isn't it? That would win that pawn with tempo. Yeah, I'm just not convinced about. I know it's a nominally good pawn, but I could always take off the knight, which is going to be the only piece that can really support it. This light square bishop is completely useless when it comes to defending these pawns. Okay, we might be getting Kishin playing a Caro-Kann after this game, if he comes in with black. If he doesn't, then please suggest an opening for me to play as black. Right, this must just be quite good. Starting to hoover off these pawns. My king is perfectly safe. There's only one open file. Actually, there's not really any open files. Not really much black can do in response. Yeah, let me just hoover this guy off. And now we've got to a point where we've won a pawn. Exchanging the knight for the bishop wouldn't be terrible. I think it wouldn't be a good idea, generally. I don't need to. I think my knight is much better than the bishop generally, and I can probably start going after those other dark squared pawns maybe. But for now, I'm going to console myself with trying to. Well, I can go after these pawns. fairly comfortably, can I? Maybe just threatening c4. D3 hangs, so maybe not. Probably need to play this one. Oh no. I was about to play rook 1 e3, but then f6 looks a bit nasty, doesn't it? So I suppose I need to play c4 first. And then this. Yes, but we now get a pass pawn. And we're still attacking the c5 pawn. We can just play this very calmly, I think. Bring our king over to something like c3. If I had only one rook, I think this would probably be a draw, but yeah, the two rooks, I should be able to get something going, hopefully. Gigi D'Agostino. Okay, I will have a look at them. I won't be doing it today, but on a future stream, I may or may not put on an entire Gigi D'Agostino record. How about that? Now I win a rook. So that should be that. Right, okay. Kishan, I think you're going to challenge me. Are you going to challenge me, Kishan? Because otherwise we're going to run out of players to play. Come on, lads. Let's get some challenges in. Otherwise this stream will have to end. I said it would happen last until 10:30. It's 10:33. Kishan, you're losing your chance. Or someone else can challenge me. Don't really mind. I will put Gigi D'Agostino on my little list. Let's maybe do that another time. Kishan, what's going on? Where have you gone? Do I have to challenge you? I hope not. This doesn't make very good TV. Go on then, I'll play one more. Rio game in 10 seconds. Oh, it's finally come up. Right, Kishan. Here we go. And you're black, right, I'll give you the Caracan that you wanted. Okay. So try this out, mate. And thank you for the subscription, that's very kind of you. Oh. Okay. So what line are you going to play against the classical Caracan? Which one have you learned? It's 97, right, this is the one I play. Okay. Let's see how you deal with knight c3. This is the Botvinnik system. Where, yeah, the idea is to keep this knight on d7 and just keep cramping black until so they have to work a little bit harder to get their pieces out. It's the main idea of it. But otherwise, black gets perfectly decent play because both knights being on the board means there's good central control. It's just a slightly awkward system for both players. Black would rather have only one knight on the board, and white would rather be able to move their c4. So it's a push me pull you, as all openings are really. Generally more central control equals less piece play and vice versa. But yeah, white's directionality of play is quite clear. Bishop on d3 and the queen and bishop battery, everything's aimed towards the king. And the bishop on c8 is obviously a far worse piece than the one on d3. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Alright, I'm just gonna take this and we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% convinced this is any good. After f5 maybe, but we'll have some fun. That's the whole point of this. You're at f5, yeah, good move, okay. Now what do I do? How do we make something happen from here? That's less clear. There's no way for... I guess we just keep bringing pieces, because this is a very long-term thing now, that the king is completely exposed. So I've probably just got some time to... Maybe I don't have any time. No, we can gain a tempo. And then what? Knight e5? Or g4? I think this is playable. Okay. Thank you, Yapatak, for the game earlier, and thank you for the nice comment. We've got another challenger coming. All the fidders coming back from war, is he? Good lad. I just need to keep the queens on, and then I've got a chance of making something happen. As I said, I wasn't 100% convinced by it. Black's managed to get plenty of defensive pieces into the game. And that's going to be another one, isn't it? So I need to hoover that one off. Right, okay, so how do I bring in some more fuel? I'm just not convinced by g4 at all. So maybe I just need to double these guys and then hope for the best. Hope that something will come up. As I say, it's just, we're going really for just for long-term things here. Just for long-term things, to bring in all my pieces, try to surround the king. That's about it. We can continue to... And Black's doing a really good job here of ensuring that all of his pieces are doing defensive roles as well. It's just whether because I've still got a lot of firepower, it's just whether I can make something happen, anything. At the moment I've got two pieces looking at the f5 square. I'm also threatening knight d7, which he hasn't stopped. I could get a third pawn here with queen takes f5 or bishop takes f5, probably queen takes. Or I could play knight d7. Is my knight can be a better attacking piece than their rook? That's the question. Well, then their rook is a defensive piece. I think the answer is probably no. I think I want rooks. I think if I'm going to use the e-file, that's going to be a very helpful thing to have in hand. Yeah, I think I want to... If I can... That's the thing, when you're trying to think about rooks versus minor pieces, if you've got a completely open file with the only rook on the board, or with your extra rook if you're the exchange up, it's such a big difference. It's such a huge difference to the position. Okay, so we've got a rook and 3 pawns for bishop and a knight. That, in theory, should be good enough, but Black still has 4 pieces to your 3, so it's harder to get things happening attacking because you just don't have enough pieces. And I would also probably don't have enough time to be talking this much. Very unclear. Oh, blimey, really? Okay, I've got to take this. Hope for the best. Again, the amount of pawns I have should be enough. I guess I'm not going to get mated with just the 3 minor pieces. So that's helpful. I've still got 1 second increment. This has been a good game. Been a fun exhibition of what happens when you give up material early on in exchange for reducing the... Oh, Black resigned. Why? I think you're doing fine here, Kishin. Maybe I've just had too many pawns. Anyway, okay, one more game, and we will play it against the person who suggested this album in the first place. This will be the last game of the stream. And let's do something different. I talked earlier about the playing Sicilian. Let's do that. So, I was playing the Dragon for, I think, 3 months. And it didn't go very well. Played a couple of National League games that just went horribly. But that was mainly because I was playing it was probably not the best time to exhibit the Sicilian against 2450 rated FMs. But, you know, things have happened. Worse things have happened. Right. That wasn't a dreadful game, Kishin. What was wrong with it? You played well. You soaked up the pressure and allowed me to, and didn't allow me to use my queen against all your pieces. Right. This is a game. This is a position where there's been a lot of theory, isn't there? Are you supposed to? I think Queen B8 was the. Queen B8 always used to be the move here, from what I remember, and now it's Queen C8. Is that correct? I might be completely mixing up my systems there. Anyway, I didn't want the free queen. Oh, after Rook takes E2, could I have taken your queen? Did you not have Rook takes E1 mate, or did I? I'm not sure. Kishin is suggesting in the chat that I missed the win of the queen. I'm not sure I did. Maybe I did. Anyway, what can we do here? Should we play this fun line? Okay. So we're just going to pile up our queen and bishop on the long diagonal, and maybe something will happen. There's all sorts of fun stuff here. What I like about this album, and thank you again for the recommendation, it's just very very varied. It has this kind of common theme of, it's all quite beautiful, but lots of different genres in here. It's a really good record. I've enjoyed listening to it while playing against you guys tonight. Alright, so white's declined the exchange, at least temporarily. And probably with good reason, because this is starting to look quite awkward. So we've got this long-term thing of the bishop just looking as far as it wants to, and at least my E7 square is formed a bit healthier now that it's got two defenders. But if I can somehow get more fuel onto this particular fire, I might be doing well. I think I'll take this free pawn. All this graciously and gratefully received. What now? Okay, so what we've got, we are exchanged down for a pawn. I've got the bishop there. This is good. These are good things, generally, I guess. Alright, let's get these pawns moving, otherwise I don't think I'll have time to make any kind of attack work. What's good here is that the kingside pawns are fixed as well. That's helpful. It means I don't really have to worry about that side of the board, for now at least. And we can get on with doing things in the centre and on the queen side. Okay, this is fair enough, right? I almost certainly don't have enough here for the exchange for the pawn. But at the very least, I have this very good bishop on h8, which is very hard to do anything about. So I suppose I've got a bit of time here to keep going in that regard, and now I've given myself space to play my knight in to d6, and then hopefully, I guess, to c4, or is f5 a better square long term? Who knows? Anyway. Right. not clear what I need here. Let's pretend that I need my king on h7. Don't know. Possibly works. When you're the exchange down, your job is to make your extra minor piece better than their extra rook. And I've set him doing that fairly well at the moment, but there's a long way to go. A long way to go before I can claim that it's definitely a better piece. Dear. Can I afford to let the f7 pawn go? Probably not. It feels like I should be able to. Yeah, I don't think I can. And now I've got to do something about this knight. Okay, this has become very awkward. White's played well here to make my life difficult. What next though? Because f7 is going to be very weak very soon. Probably need to keep defending these pawns. If rook f1 and I put knight takes e5, so that's the whole point here. If b3 then... I suppose I've got a check on d2, that was, yeah, okay, I'm going to have to do this. And then... what, knight f3 afterwards? I mean, I'm just being awkward, that's all I'm really doing here. Just being awkward. Rook f1 then... maybe even d4? No, then no, I must have to play knight takes e5 there. Okay, I'm being more than a little awkward now, aren't I? I'm being very awkward. This past h pawn might prove to be useful later on. A lot later on at this rate, but we will see. The fid is desperately low on time again, and is voluntarily opening up lines towards my for my queen to use, which is always welcome. We will use them gladly. Or maybe this is quite bad. I think the geometrics around my king are safe, just about for now. Is there any way of just making something very nasty happen? Or is it a draw? Still getting 1 second to move, remember, so this is absolutely not the final act. Okay, we've got a repetition if we want it. Do we have anything better? Let's play another one and see if we can find something better. Don't think so. Can't see anything better. Okay, well played. Thank you for the game. And thank you to all my opponents tonight. We've had, yeah, that's been a very, very pleasant hour listening to our record. And how many games did we get in there? 9 or 10? That was great. So, yeah, we'll be back with another one of these next Tuesday evening. The next stream I'm doing on behalf of the ChessFit podcast is tomorrow at 11:30 AM, where we're back with lunchtime crunch time, where I'll be playing an hour of 5-minute blitz against whoever's in the playing pool at the time. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Listen to the podcast. Episode 22 is out on Friday. Episode 21 came out last Friday. And yeah, have a good evening, guys. Thank you very much.